What is the Great Brotherhood of White Light, or as others love to call it, the Great White Brother Sisterhood of White Light? It is nothing less and nothing more than a group of all of the saints that lived on earth and that have achieved in one of their lifetimes the ascension. Before we dive deep into this, thank you for being here. Thank you for returning to watch my videos, and please subscribe to this channel so that every time I put something out there, you get notified. Let's dive right in. So, as humans in a body, as souls in the experience of Earth, it is truly our major objective, what is known as the self-realization of God, or like others simply call it enlightenment. That state of being where we are in communion with oneness, with all that is, a state of bliss, a state of expansion. So many people that have achieved a state of enlightenment, a state of the self-realization of God, tell that when they come to, when they are awake and they realize that everything is brilliant and that everything is connected and they can know and see and understand beyond any comprehension of the mind, sometimes it takes them days to come back and come down from the confusion that that creates. What happens is that, thankfully for us, there's many saints and masters that came before us on the path of earth and achieved a stage of such enlightenment that they could hold it throughout their whole lives, so much so that when their souls ascended, left the body and went to the next layers and levels of the beyond the veil, they went beyond the bard and into the space of the divine. They decided to stay and support humanity, support each one of us in our own path. Why? Why would they do this from that ascended stage? Because first, they lived on earth. This is really a group of all of the masters and saints that walked on earth. And because they did the experience of being incarnate in a body, in carne, and they did this for many lives, not just the one when they ascended, they know what this experience is like, even though they are from the other side, even though now they connect with us from a state of spirit, from a state of intangible love. This is important because when we receive their support and their guidance, they understand what we're going through, what's happening to us, what are the limitations when we hit that illusion that the third reality is holding us hostage in. And they can help us through guidance, through words in our ears, through whispers, through knowingnesses, and through also acting upon the tangible reality that we have so that we can meet with the right people, have the right synchronicities, and really get indications of what are those next best steps for us. These masters that are known as the Great White Brother Sisterhood of White Light, or the Great Brother Sisterhood of Light, or the Great White Brother Sisterhood of Light, or any and all iterations of that name, are so many masters, both who had lives as females and males, many that you already know of and many that you may not have heard of. So very common masters that are part of this Brother Sisterhood of White Light are Jeshua, Mary Magdalene, those are very common, and Saint Francis of Assisi, except that Saint Francis of Assisi obtained his ascension as Master Kutumi. So he is part of the Brother Sisterhood of White Light as Master Kutumi, even though in one of his lifetimes he was Saint Francis of Assisi. Other well-known ones are Buddha, Many of you may be familiar with the violet flame and therefore Master Saint Germain. And there's so many. I'm not going to give you the list here now because if you research in online, you will find all the answers. And also you can go onto my website. I'll drop the link in the description to this video. And there's explanations of all of these masters and the rays of ascension they curate, which the rays of ascension is a frequency of color and light that supports our own enlightenment, and they have a task which is to support us. But hear me well. This is the interesting part about this. They do work with many of us while we are aware that they are supporting us. This is my case. I am a full open channel. I have been bringing forth love and light for more than 40 years. And for the last 12 years, I've been very consciously stepping into the path of beauty and right way to support in service all of humanity. And I have many of these masters that interact with me individually and that support me so that I can support you and that I can support others. So I'm aware that they are working with me. And there's many like me who are aware that we are working together with this team that is the divine team, that is not just our own individual divine team, but a divine team for all of humanity. Beyond that, it is also true that these masters are there to support us, even when you're not aware that they may be supporting you. You may not even aware of who they are, or you may not even be aware of what they feel like and what is their specific skill or their specific task, but they are still helping you. And when your life is flowing and when things happen in your life that take you into your purposeful path, you can rest assured that they have been supporting you, even if you don't know that they're doing it. So many people say, well, but why do we need them? Why do we need these masters on the other side? Why? Why can't we do this directly with God? And the truth is that they support the Creator, the source, the most benevolent God, Mother, Father, God of creation. That's who they operate for, with. And the reason why we can work with them and why they are there as support for us is because since they lived on earth when they ascended, they are holding that vibration of that ascended lifetime as Saint Germain, as Jeshua, as Mary Magdalene, as Buddha. That is a lifetime that for us on earth, from a frequency, from a vibrational frequency standpoint, is still close enough that we can reach it and they can reach us easily. The divine, the source, creator of love and light, is so high up, and there's so many things that are under the influx that we are being sent these emissaries that are these ascended masters, just like we're being sent guardian angels and we're being sent part of the frequency of the team of the archangels. These are all beings of love and light that are especially close to humanity to support us individually to reach our own self-realization of God, to reach our own ascension, most importantly, to live our life in the most expanded way, and if at all possible, on our soulful path, doing what we're here to do. But many of us, when we are being called to do what we're here to do, we hit so many hurdles, and these hurdles are made of our fears, our trauma, our self-doubts, and therefore they show up with self-sabotaging techniques or a true impossibility for us individually to go beyond those limitations. And while we are going through the process of healing, of expanding, of removing, like I say, those layers that are on top of us so that we can truly shine bright with our essence, with our authentic self, these beloved masters, men and women, archetypes of love and light, each with their own specific cues and specific tools that pertain to different aspects of who we are right there by our sides, supporting us, helping us, both if you're aware of that or not. So I'd love to know if you have a direct relationship with these masters, and if you don't, if you wish to. Or if you have an inkling that that's the case, but you don't quite know who you are connecting with. And for those of you who want to know more, there's a couple of videos here in my YouTube channel where I explain a lot more about the masters and how they relate to the Sacred Rays of Ascension. So I'm going to leave the link in the description to this video as well. And I'd love to hear from you. And what else do you want to know so that I can support you in this guidance? Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Love and light.